This Dragon Ball Super anime review is sponsored by our friends over at Crunchyroll, and if you like anime, that's the place to go. There you can watch entire series in beautiful high quality 1080p with a premium account. And yes, I am still offering a 30-day free trial of premium Crunchyroll. That's crunchyroll.com/geekdom. Take advantage of it now and watch all your anime the best possible way you can. It's the episode that Gohan fans have been waiting for. Dragon Ball Super Episode 80 finds Gohan back in action as he main events Episode 80 against Lavender from Universe 9, The Deadly Trio. Let's get right into it. Title of this episode, Nemuta Toshio Yobisamase Son Gohan no Tatakai, which translates to Awaken Your Sleeping Fighting Spirit, Son Gohan's Battle. That's like Toei telling all the Gohan fans, alright, he's gonna fight in this one. And he definitely did. And if you are watching this and you're a fan of Gohan, and you have been since, Dragon Ball Z when he was being a badass, especially during the Cell Saga and into the Buu arc when he unlocked his ultimate power, there's going to be very little to complain about in this episode. Very, very little, except for one minor thing, which if you're going to complain about it, I understand. That's coming up later in this review. So, the episode, starts out with Gohan squaring off against Lavender. Gohan looks pretty serious, and he's walking up to Lavender, just like Gohan did during the fight with Super Buu. When he told Super Buu, fight you? No, I'm going to kill you, which is probably Gohan's most badass line in all of Dragon Ball. So, little fun fact for you guys. This is actually the first time that Gohan will be fighting in a tournament. The last time he was in a tournament was when he got his energy stolen. Didn't really count that as a fight, I don't think. This is the first time we're actually seeing Gohan in combat in a tournament ever in Dragon Ball. So, except for the Cell game. You can count the Cell game if you want. That's up to you. An official tournament or an exhibition or whatever. So, Goku tells Gohan, look, I know you can't sense his energy, but don't hold back. Do the best you can. Gohan lunges in with a right hand and we begin the fight. Very, very DBZ-ish. Now, as far as the review portion of this review goes, I'm going to go into that a little bit, as we go through. Because my reviews are more like kind of fun little play-by-play, like we're watching a sporting event here. And that's what I like to do. It's just so much fun, especially with these episodes because the animation is so good. There were a few weird shots of Beerus and Champa later on when they were reacting to Daishinkan's announcement. But overall, the fighting parts were really very fun, very DBZ-ish. So let's get to that wacky play-by-play. So they're going back and forth fast. Lavender grabs Gohan, says, got you, shoots this purple smoke, smiles and shoots purple smoke out of Lavender's mouth, hits Gohan right in the eyes, and he's blinded. Gohan's covering his eyes, blinded. Lavender then starts laying waste with right hands, left hands to the stomach, and a knockdown. Gohan gets up, goes for a right hand. Lavender nails him with a couple of hooks to the jaw. Bam, bam. Lavender's all over him. So we have the Supreme Kai reveal that they have Senzu beans. I don't remember seeing Senzu earlier in these fights. If I missed it, my bad. Makes me wonder though, are Senzus legal during the fights? He wants to offer Gohan a Senzu, but Gohan gets kicked in the ribcage and he's like, nah, I want to fight. I don't need a Senzu. I do have respect for Gohan for saying that. So Gohan wants to go about it alone. Lavender slowly sneaking around Gohan. I just want to real quick say, big props. I knew it was going to be great. The voice of Lavender is Takeshi Kusao. Like I said in my episode preview last week, he is the voice of Future Trunks as well as Sonic the Hedgehog and tons of characters. He does a great job playing this dastardly, sneaky, villain or heel, Lavender. So he tries to nail Gohan with a kick. Gohan hears the kick, blocks it with a right hand. So like so many of us predicted, Gohan is now listening to his opponent. He's hearing what's going on. He can't sense energy, but he can hear what's going on like Blind Fury. If you've ever seen the movie Blind Fury, you know what we're talking about. Or Daredevil, except that Gohan doesn't have mutant powers, but he has a lot of other powers. Gohan, well actually, I don't think Daredevil was a mutant, but whatever, he wasn't. So Gohan focuses on Lavender's footsteps, blocks the attack, whatever. Lavender goes in, Gohan blocks, huge kick to the mouth. Looks like one of the kicks that Guile would hit you with. Lavender comes back swinging some more. Gohan blocks, dodges, reverse roundhouse. Lavender goes down. So right now we've got Gohan up on points because even though Lavender was nailing him earlier, Lavender's the one who's in trouble. Lavender's power appears to be pretty close to Gohan's. I'm not seeing a distinct strength advantage during this fight. So that tells me that Lavender is probably not at the tier of like a Goku or a Vegeta, but just being at the tier of Gohan's already very impressive. Bergamo then tells us that Gohan being blinded actually heightened his other senses. So his hearing, his smell, his taste. I don't think Gohan wants to taste Lavender, but, you know, to each his own. So Lavender backs away and starts to gather some energy, fires a ki blast, but Gohan is protecting himself from some of the shots with an invisible barrier. Then we find out that Lavender, the reason why Lavender is firing long distance shots from the air is because the aerial attacks are harder for Gohan to listen for because you can't hear the footsteps of your opponent. I really like this. I really, really like this. I'm so happy that strategy has come back to Dragon Ball. So many people have been hitting me up. Do you think we're going to see a new transformation? There was a fake Super Saiyan White transformation video that came out earlier this week from Latin America. Very well done, but it was fake. People want new transformations, and I don't. I don't want new transformations. I want the fights to be more about strategy, more about combat. That's what I love about Dragon Ball. If they use a new transformation, it has to be effective, I think. And I also feel like for this tournament, it should be more focused on brains rather than just doing an ass pull. That's my opinion, of course. Not everybody will agree with me, and that's fine. I just want to see more strategy in these fights. So, Gohan knows that he has more power inside of him. He powers up, transforms to a Super Saiyan. We go to commercial break. They have this weird commercial with this Japanese singer. I don't know. She didn't sing very well, and I don't know much about Japanese singing, but I know what I like, and I didn't like her. Just my opinion, of course. Come back from the break. Kaioshin's been talking shit the whole time. Toppo immediately senses that Gohan's boosting in power and takes an interest in these fighters that can boost their power. Gohan, of course, still can't see, but he's using his own energy as a radar to track Lavender. So in other words, to explain this to you guys, from what I understand, he's putting his energy out there and what he's receiving back, like a radar. He's putting it out there, and what his energy is telling him back can sense where Lavender is. Again, I really like this stuff. I wish we had seen more of it in Dragon Ball Z, but whatever. I still love it. So Lavender fires a ki blast. Gohan deflects it. He starts firing ki blasts. He dodges. Then he goes in and lights up Lavender's ass. I mean, Gohan rips into this fucking guy. Gohan fans are going to have a lot to nut over tonight because he's just going in there pounding this freaking dude. Lavender's counterattacking, having a good time. Lavender's like giggling during the fight, dude. Like he's enjoying himself. Gohan throws Lavender down. He attacks, but suddenly he hits the ground. He's holding his stomach in pain, and he loses his transformation. And we're like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Whis says that he believes that transforming made the poison worse. So, bad move on Gohan, but hey, he didn't know. Lavender then blows more smoke at Gohan, pummels him some more. Gohan tries to dodge, but Lavender going with the offensive. Gohan then pulls out another transformation, which again, I really like the fact that they're saying that Gohan's running out of energy, but Gohan is still pulling from, you know, he's got that intestinal fortitude, or as some would say, testicular fortitude. He's pulling from what he's got inside of him to win this fight. So, they have this epic beam struggle. Just epic beam struggle. Really great stuff. Zeno's marking out, bro. Zeno is marking out just like I would. Gohan loses the beam struggle. He's heading down to the arena. Lavender blows more smoke. Gohan, this is epic shit. Gohan with a big right hook to the jaw, puts him in the full Nelson, and looks like he wants to hit him with the Uncle Slam like the Patriot did in WWF in '97. Slams him down with the full Nelson Slam into the arena. Lavender is down. Lavender is down. Gohan's entire body is pretty much covered with like purple stuff. And Lavender, he goes down. He's pretty much knocked out. Gohan is standing over him. Gohan goes down. The Daishinkan calls it a draw. Okay. I am happy that Gohan didn't lose, and I'm happy Lavender was protected, but I don't like the double knockout. And the reason why is because Lavender went down first. Lavender hit the ground first. This is like freaking AJ Styles and Luke Harper on SmackDown 2 weeks ago. Lavender hit the ground first, brother. Gohan was standing over him. Even though Gohan was only standing over him for like 3 seconds, like, still, dude, like, Gohan won the, I'm sorry, but I think Gohan won the fight. I think if, again, I'm not going to argue with the great priest, he'll kick my ass, but brother, Gohan was left standing before Lavender, dude. What were they thinking? But whatever. I still am going to stand by my prediction that Gohan and Lavender will have a rematch during the actual tournament and that Gohan will win. That is my prediction still. I'm still going to... This is far from over. So Goku gives Gohan a Senzu. Again, I don't think it was really fair. The Senzu being apparently healed the poison. Gohan apologizes, but Goku's like, well, it was a great fight, and Gohan's like, I'll keep training, you know, so there you go. So then we have the formal announcement from the Daishinkan, from the Great Priest, that he announces to all 12 universes, the deities from them, that the losing universes in the Universal Survival Tournament are going to be destroyed, and everybody freaks the fuck out. They are freaking out. They are scared. This is the first time it's actually been officially announced to everybody. As far as I know, I think Goku and them knew ahead of time, but nobody else knew. But now they know, and they did not react in kind. But that's not the biggest bombshell that the Daishinkan dropped. So, here's the big bombshell. Universes 1, 5, 8, and 12 are not going to be competing in the Tournament of Power. They are exempt from the Tournament of Might. Apparently, the Omni King has always thought there were too many universes, so this tournament is just an excuse to get rid of the weak ones, which to me is, man, he's kind of a dick, right? That's kind of a dickish thing. So pretty much what they determined is that and this is kind of weird, okay, so try to follow me, that the average quality of planets with mortals in each universe gets a rating, right? Universe 9 has the worst rating, and Universe 7 has the second worst. So the idea is they want to wipe out the universes that have the worst mortals, which I guess Zamasu was on to something, brother. I'm sorry, this is wacky. So, as a result of that, because Universe 1, 12, 5, and 8 are so righteous, they're spared. All right. This is weird, but I think it's quite the bombshell here. So the Tournament of Power is going to have 8 universes competing, not all 12. That's a big, big, big thing, guys. Very big bombshell. So anyways, up next week, Goku versus Bergamo. Apparently Bergamo can turn giant, but I'll go into more details on that during my episode preview for Dragon Ball Super. And yeah, those of you who predicted that it would be a draw, you are a great prognosticator. I haven't said that word in a while, but you definitely are, all right? So 1-0 in this fight, of course, it's going to be Goku versus Bergamo. I wonder if Goku will win this or if it's going to be 1-1. This is going to be very interesting. Very, very interesting. Very hard to call. And we'll see what happens. So, overall thoughts, I really like this episode. I think I might still like the Boo one a little bit more last week. But this episode was still really, really good. Great choreography, great voice acting, great fights. Very unique, very different than the traditional Dragon Ball fights. Because he actually had, you know, a different kind of problem for Gohan to face. And he overcame it. Again, great, great stuff. Really enjoyed it. Really, really liked this episode. And Gohan fans are probably going to like it even more than me. I think, again, 79 is a tiny bit better, but 80 is still really, really, really good. Before I go, guys, as always, check out Crunchyroll. They're our sponsor. Tons and tons of anime on there. If you are an anime fan, Crunchyroll is the Netflix of anime. Not just Dragon Ball Super. You've also got One Piece on there as well. There's so much on there. Blue Exorcist. There's just countless stuff. Digimon Adventure. Try. So much stuff on that website, Crunchyroll. Friends of ours, friends of Geekdom 101, which is why I push them so hard, because they provide great content. And again, it's the Netflix of anime, so what more could you want if you like anime? Anyways, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys have a great weekend. See you guys then.